Come on, man. This is too much. This is way too much. You're doing the Dexter's Laboratory meme in it? Come on, man. You gotta calm down.
Y'all see what it is, man.
I'm screenshotting that as soon as the video comes out. Memeing that to hell.
The Ravens stopped playing around and gave Lamar his money finally, signed into a big contract extension, 5-year, $250 million. News just came out, and clearly, as a Ravens fan myself, very excited. For the LA folks, obviously we've talked about it. Definitely still appreciate the Rams. They keep our eyes on the Rams and all things going on there. But as I've said multiple times now, I've been a Ravens fan for a long time. Before the Rams even got back here, so very happy for the Ravens what they've done. There was a lot of debate on what was going to go on. We weren't sure if he was going to stay. Everybody was photoshopping him into other jerseys and all that. Don't got to worry about none of that no more. Don't got to worry about any more of the trade talks and all that kind of stuff. Lamar's here to stay, and myself clearly and many others in Baltimore are very happy. So then we want to talk about that, and yeah, just happy that he signed. Alec, what are your first thoughts on Lamar getting his extension finally?
Yeah, no, I thought it was great news for Baltimore fans. Of course, you're the first person I thought of when I saw it, sent it to you right away. I know Ravens fans like you are probably rejoicing that you were able to retain Lamar. And I think Lamar is rejoicing too. He got his $50+ million in that deal and 185 guaranteed. So, yeah, I think both sides should be happy. Now it's just going to be about putting a winning product on the field and getting to that mountaintop that you guys aspire to get to.
Now we can fully focus on just getting to work. I fully agree with that. There's been a lot of things to figure out the last few years, and part of that was just figuring out what Lamar is going to do in regards to his contract. But now that that's out the way, we can focus on football and get back to what we care about the most here, and that's product on the field. Mm-hmm. And with that product on the field, there are some things that still need to be addressed. The wide receiver room still is being worked on. This news is great. Also following the news weeks ago, Joseph Odell joined the squad. So we're also very excited about that still. And now seeing that he's going to be receiving touchdown passes from Lamar just makes the excitement even more grand than it already was. So, yeah, just very excited for this moment. I'm very excited for them. And we'll see what comes next for them. The draft is literally today, and they have a few picks. They have at least one pick today in the first round and a few picks throughout the whole process. And that surely will be crucial. We talked about our last episode about the Rams and their draft, about how it's an arms race in AFC. Aaron Rodgers is here now. Jalen Ramsey is on the Dolphins. A bunch of other guys are moving around in the AFC. The teams are retooling and reloading, and we want to make sure we stay in that race. We talked about it in our playoff talk last year as things were going on, that if Lamar stayed healthy, it's very possible that we go on and not only beat the Bengals because of how we were plays away from Tyler Huntley beating the Bengals, but the Bengals went on to beat the Chiefs. And if the Bengals did that, then not the Chiefs.
No, not this year. No.
That was the Bengals beat somebody, or the Chiefs beat the Bengals barely. But the Ravens, if we're in that spot, may have been able to get that victory. So you should say that the Ravens had things falling more in line, were plays away, or were in position to potentially make a run, and now with more pieces there, definitely should be looking to make another push this year. So I'm definitely excited for that, and believe that it very much is possible. I'll go ahead and pull up the conferences that we pulled up last episode. I'm looking at this again, Alec. How you think the Ravens rank now in the AFC with Lamar secured?
In the AFC, well, first I kind of had question for you just about the roster construction going forward, but just I guess before getting to that, yeah, as far as ranking in the AFC, I mean, I still slightly give the Bengals an edge. The Chiefs, obviously. I think they're in the running for the third best, depending on how they fill out the roster. The Bills are going to be probably in a similar spot, but can they get over the hump? The Jets are going to be very interesting with Aaron Rodgers as well, because they already had a roster kind of in place. The main missing piece they were missing was a stable QB, and he's more than stable. So Yeah, I think they can be in the running for probably the third best team in the AFC.
Well,
Um,
regardless of number, if there are teams, if you had teams based on like Super Bowl tier, playoffs, but not good enough yet, like we do with the NBA with our tiers. If the NBA, if the NFL had one, would you put the Ravens in Super Bowl level tier, or are they still a notch below with the team they have right now?
I still think they're a notch below because, like, I respect Odell, but that's not again. That's another like wide receiver, talented wide receiver, but who's slightly past his prime.
Sure.
I think he can be very productive for you guys, but I still think you need to go after that wide receiver one, a la how the Eagles did in getting AJ Brown. So until they have a piece like that, I don't really see them as a Super Bowl contender, but I can see them like right knocking on the doorstep. Like the
I
AFC
will push
Championship
back on
game.
that a little bit. I know that Odell's coming back from injuries, and know what is going to the challenge that they present themselves with that. But he's being paid up wide receiver one. We've seen the product that he puts on the field when he is available. He's better than any
That's a
receiver.
concern. That's a concern too when he's
That
available.
I'm acknowledging that and fully aware of that. And understand what challenges we may face. I was just saying that he definitely is of higher at least standard on what we've had in our wide receiver room so far. We saw Bateman is definitely going to be back on a mission, and it's very possible there's already talks that we may use this pick in this first round to get another receiver as well. So the wide receiver room, whether we have a sure wide receiver one in Odell or a bunch of solid number twos now, as we kind of joked about before, I think we'll have a much better room than we've had in the past. We can also joke and throw in Aguilar and whoever else we already have on the roster too. But we'll have either way, whether you want to shake your head or not, this group is better already than what we had before. And I think that already that will definitely show next season. I'm excited to see who else gets added into the mix to go along with Lamar as they clearly trust him as they gave him the extension and want to make sure he can now follow through on what that money entails as well. So yeah, just excited for them, and I think that they can be Super Bowl tier with the group that they have, and excited for the draft and what's to come as well.
To your points about the roster, my question was, do you have concerns about Lamar's deal kind of handicapping their ability to fill out the roster in some ways? I mean, historically, like once a team's like franchise guy gets that extension, it is harder to like build a Super Bowl team. Like Patrick Mahomes kind of defied the odds because I mean he's Patrick Mahomes and they didn't even have a wide receiver one. But other than that, like it's pretty tough for teams once their QB gets the 40+ million to build Super Bowl roster. And now Lamar's got the 52 million. So in going after a wide receiver one or going after a couple pieces to fill out the roster, do you have any concern about that?
We already saw that Odell's able to be paid, and that was before the contract. So those money able to be spent on a player of that caliber. Though yes, that there are injuries and all that may go with it. The money wise, we're able to pay a big money to somebody and still also give Lamar his money. So seeing that, I think it's still possible. Also, I mean, depending on who you ask, this team wasn't really Super Bowl caliber either. But Lamar, with his talent, elevated this team to the standard that it was. So even if there are some pieces that may not fully check all the boxes as people had hoped before, we see the talent that Lamar has and believe that he can make up for whatever folks may think lacks in other places. So I think we still can have a Super Bowl caliber team with Lamar having the money that he now will be getting. And yeah, I'm excited to see how they put it together. There's still talks as well about them potentially using this pick to package to go and trade for DeAndre Hopkins, who has a large contract on attached to him right now as well. I don't know exactly how all that would work, especially just on the field with DeAndre and Odell. Just my mind still can't even wrap around that just yet. But yeah, just trying to figure that out. It does seem like there still is money that can be spent for other pieces where needed be. So yeah, I think even with Lamar having his money, we still can have a high quality roster.
Gotcha.
So yeah, just very excited for what's to come with this squad. Again, excited for the draft. Very happy that Lamar got paid. He now is the highest paid QB for the moment. Broke past the number that Jalen Hurts just signed for recently. But either way, not even comparing. Just happy that he and Jalen both got paid. Happy for what's going on with the Eagles as well. And just excited for the future of the league and what's going on here. Them, and I think they hope to continue to pave the way for the guys that are in the draft this year. We talked about last episode about the young guys that are in this crop, with the Bryce Youngs and Richardsons and all those groups of guys. Hope they're able to hit these markers that Lamar and Jalen and other guys of their style were able to hit as well. So yeah, just happy for what this means for Lamar, happy with what this means for the future, and yeah, just up and up for him and the league. So any other comment right now?
No, I don't think so. I'm interested to see what you guys do in the draft, because you have had decent drafts, other than kind of missing on some of the wide receiver picks. Like you have had
it's crazy. We usually do good on every position but receiver. We know how to get D-line, we know how to find corners, we know how to find safeties and all this stuff. A receiver we haven't quite figured out. So maybe this is the year there is a very solid receiver group in this draft. And even if not, again, as we talked about, there are some possibilities beyond that with trades or whoever, where things could be come our way. So yeah, just excited for what's coming to Baltimore, and yeah, looking forward to it all. So yeah, that's really it. If you don't got anything else,
no.
So yeah, we'll end it on that. We'll be back to talking more about the NBA playoffs. There's a lot going on over there. Talks about the Clippers being the Clippers again. Giannis falling with the Bucks in the first round because of whatever reason you want to point to. But there was a lot of talk going on with them. The Lakers still in a tough fight with the Grizzlies. The Kings in a tough fight with the Warriors as well. And yeah, just excited to continue to talk about all that and beyond. So Ali, go ahead.
Actually, just one last thing, because even ourselves, there was a lot of discussion about Lamar being able to get the deal done without without a manager, without an agent, and discourse about like how he was handling himself. He did pull back from the tweeting, like we talked about on the show. Right. But all in all, like he got the job done. Like the ends justified the means, I guess, because he was able to get the job done and get the deal that he wanted. So salute to him. Being able to represent himself in a way and get his money, get his deal done.
What happened to that interview he was supposed to post? Remember that?
I don't.
What interview? He posted a teaser like a while back. Like, I'm ready for a tell-all. I'm going to tell what's going on with my contract and the trades and the talk. I was like, okay.
Yeah, someone told him to pull back a little bit, and I think
he pulled back all the way, and it worked out. So be it. So yeah, again, just very happy for him. And yeah, exactly for him to do that. But the agent, there's a lot of talk about what that means, and a lot of just nasty narratives being put. So we always joke about narratives. Narratives all around the board about the Lamar situation and him being a black quarterback and him being in Baltimore and all that stuff. All that, y'all can shut up now. He got his money, and he's well deserved. So happy to see what's next for him in Baltimore and beyond. So yeah, again, just great stuff here. Happy for him. Happy for the league. And that's all I got. So yeah, we'll be out of here again. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boys G and Alec at Section 300. Like, rate, review, subscribe, comment, share, how you show love. Definitely appreciate it all. And we'll see y'all again very shortly. Man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace.
Deuces.
It's a parade inside my city. Yeah.